short 5 years after the founding of the city of Boston, in Massachusetts, one of the northern of the 13 colonies in the new continent of America, the Puritans who lived there came across a problem. They wanted to educate their children to be able to read their Bibles and thus instill their values on society effectively, but they had no effective way to do that. To ail this problem, Bostonians created the Boston Latin School, based off the European Latin school model, from which most of them were familiar with. This model allowed students to go and learn religious ideals, classical literature, and Latin, as well as many other subjects, at a school building that would collectively teach all of them this, under a headmaster. This original school building was run primarily on donations given by members of the community or attendants themselves. However, this was later changed to be a tax-run school, thus making it a true public school as we know today. This school, and the level of education expected from its graduates, eventually led to the creation of a school that we're all much more familiar with, located within the same colony, Harvard University, which serves to this day for a large majority of Boston Latin School graduates to go to. This school served to give education to some of the most prominent Americans in history, including Samuel Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and John Hancock. Out of the 3 of those, 2 of them proceeded to go to Harvard University and receive further education, namely Samuel Adams and John Hancock. The implication that this school's creation had on both education and the American way of life as a whole is absolutely immeasurable. On the counts of education, it served as the first public school in America and a guideline for what was soon to come, both in the fact that it was working based on taxes and the education that it provided and eventually developed into, as well as its progression to a university. In terms of an American way of life, we see many prominent Americans graduate from this school, meaning that it has strong roots established in the way that Americans as a whole live.